Hey everybody, this is a light language healing transmission. It's a pick a card reading. So all the paintings in the image here contain light codes around your ascension and the ascension of the planet. So they're healing energies, they're upgrading energies, they're activations. You'll be able to intuitively pick which one is relevant for you any day that you want to do this reading, and therefore work through your own ascension, receiving the energies that are relevant for you when you're ready to receive them. I would suggest that you pick a card and you can listen to the transmission around that card several times until you feel satisfied that you've received all the layers that it's going to work on. And also make sure that you take time to really receive them, to let any toxins or shifts occur afterwards, and drink a lot of water. And then whenever you feel ready, you can come back and do the next one. What I'll do also is I will mark down below the timestamp, so you can click on the timestamp to go to the card that you feel connected to at any day or time. And also I will link a playlist which has each card individually, the message, the guidance and the healing from each of those cards just individually, so you can just play that video over and over when you want to. Also, if you would like to have your own set of cards to be able to put on your fridge or have by your bed or have it by your computer or something like that, where you can see it and you can be reminded of the intention and receive the energies. I do have them on special at the moment, and I will link that below as well. But also then you can stay till the end or click on the last timestamp where I will explain a little bit about the cards and how they work. So if you want to just have a look at these cards, and running across the top is 1, 2, 3, then the second line is 4, 5, 6, and then the last line is 7, 8, 9. And I will be doing these with the whole array of my paintings. I'm gradually working through them. I'm only up to number 9 at the moment, so I will do these picker cards in lumps of 9 as I gradually make my way through all of my ascension paintings. So in order to receive it, just get yourself grounded, get yourself into a quiet space where you can receive. Open your heart and let your eyes wander over each image and receive its energies, and listen to the light language which will further activate them for you. So here we go. Hi everyone, welcome to the reading and activation for card number 1. So this first one is called Mastery. The mastery represents the ability to master our inner and outer worlds. The whale is the largest animal in the ocean, its only predator being the human. They're master of their realm and have the ability to also throw themselves out of the water into the air. They're not affected by the large, powerful waves on the surface, easily riding them or ducking down to deeper levels. Whales communicate vibrationally and sonically and hold the Akashic records for the earth, which is the subconscious database of the soul. If you chose this card for your guidance, you're challenged to achieve mastery over your environment and your own nature. Delve deep within yourself to the stillness deep within, where you can access your deep subconscious drives and divine knowing. Situations may have arisen in your life that bring up emotion or regret or cause you to react rather than respond in a balanced way. Sink below the surface of the ocean and slip down to the depths of stillness where you are sitting in peace and oneness. Sensitive to the earth's vibrational shifts, being at one with the earth and all that is. Here in this place, none of the ripples on the surface are relevant to you, and you can vibrationally alter their size, shape, and rate with just a thought, in synchrony with the creative force of oneness. You can move your awareness further out toward the surface and master each level as you move forward on your path. You may benefit from meditation practice or an Akashic record healing. The vibrational properties. So if you have this card in your environment or part of your healing session, it will help you to access your soul's records to understand and resolve issues that are challenging you. It will assist you to overcome challenges in your life and attain mastery over your ego self and your environment to allow you to be comfortable in any situation you face. And the light language. I'm really feeling that pink magenta energy in the sky, and its reflections on the surface of the ocean, and its reflections on the tail of the whale, the connection between everything and all that is. I'm feeling at the moment the entire whale that's under the surface is connected to that tail, almost like the tip of the iceberg, and there's such a big, it's only the tip that's on the surface. This is what I'm getting about not only the whale, but all of us. We're all much vaster and many more dimensions to us than is visible in the physical level. And so we're connecting to that. And I'm reminded that when I was painting this, I had the whale visiting me in spirit. And it was just this big eye that I would see drifting past me in the room, and then realise there was a big whale connected to it, and the energy is just magnificent. And from the whale is telling me that it is diving, it's on its way down, diving deep now. So if you can accompany it deep down to the bottom of the ocean. And I'm seeing it dive through the bottom of the ocean into another realm, another dimension. And I'm seeing all the Akashic records in there. And from down there in the Akashic records, I'm seeing the ripples on the top of the ocean shift and change. Okay, now there's been an expansion through the ears, like the telepathy, the kind of the sonic connection to your environment and all around you. And I'm seeing the foam, the waves crushing as what you're creating it comes to completion and comes to manifestation on the surface of the ocean and gets carried to shore. The resolution of any issue that you were taking to the Akashic records, and you can listen to this as many times as you like for whichever issue you wish to take to the whales and the Akashic records. That was a connection to the guides and angels just coming in and helping you with that journey to the Akashic records. Okay, that's it. So that is an activation. So just a reminder that when you're receiving those codes, you're receiving it through your eyes as you're looking at the image. You're also receiving it vibrationally through sound and energetically through the intention to receive the frequency that's being emitted. So it is like a healing and an activation, so make sure you give yourself space to integrate that. Just allow any physical or emotional energies to release through you as well, and drink a lot of water to help it. Blessings, everybody. Welcome if you picked card number 2. This is activation through light language of the second card, which is called Symphony. So in this card we have a double pipeline, so 2 waves. In a sense it was working with the twin energies. It's like twin flames, but also physical twins, vanishing twin syndrome, but also, and there are twin angels orchestrating. They're supposed to symbolize the overlighting energies of the water and the waves. And I've especially been delving into those things lately and becoming more acquainted with those parts of how spirit meets with physical reality. So it's definitely about forces beyond our control. Anyone knows the forces of the ocean are way more powerful than us and beyond our control, right? And of course, the nature spirits and divas and over souls that activate and enliven the flows of the physical world and the movements and the synchrony of the rhythms that move through. It's also about the rhythms that move through. I have a background in craniosacral therapy, which delves into the undercurrents of the life force that moves through all things, and you can feel how that life force, you can perceive it with your fingers, and you can feel, well, it's really with your being, but through your fingers, of this flow, this upwards and downwards flow, like a breath of life force that animates all things. So you can feel then the rhythms of all the parts of the person's body that you're working with, or the animal, or even the plant, that how it moves in a rhythm, in a flow, and where that flow gets interrupted, so that it's not moving in line with its template and how it's supposed to be moving, and that's usually from shock or trauma, something that's happened that hasn't had an opportunity to heal itself because it's been locked in with shock or trauma. And in feeling it and just observing it, with it, almost like looking into a mirror, seeing your frown, and you drop the frown. So it's the same as you're following this flow of rhythm through all life. And you observe it and you see that, oh, it's not flowing there. You suddenly get the understanding just by observing of why not. And in that, it feeds back to the system, why not, and the system heals it. And that's what that life force is, not just in humans or in animals. It's in everything. And you can apply this to the whole of life, in that you observe it with your consciousness. You're shining the light on it, and it shifts what's holding it away from that life force flow, what's impeding it, what's blocking it, what's stopping it from being in perfect unity and flow with the divine forces of life. And when everything's in flow with the divine forces of life, everything works. It's like, I'm amazed to see how quickly my flowers have popped up in my garden, the tulips, a few weeks ago there was, it was just snow, and there were no leaves on any of the trees, and then very quickly, every single day, everything gets covered in green. I feel like if I sat there and watched it all day, I could almost see them grow because they're growing so quickly. The next day it's got flowers on it, and the day after that the flowers are fully blooming. This is how fast things happen when they're in divine flow with the universe. So that's really what this is about. It's also about relationship, how everything's in divine flow and relates to each other, because they're all moved by that undercurrent, as is the ocean. And you can, correlate that to the physical currents of the ocean. But there is a flow that moves through all of us simultaneously. And I feel blessed to have been in very close contact with that through craniosacral therapy. And so that's what I would like you to receive, is that flow, that connection to the spirit that moves through us, that connection to the devas and nature spirits and oversouls that oversee the physical world. And there are, there are devas for the ocean, there's devas for the gardens, and then there's devas for each individual part of the garden. Like each individual plant has one which works with the deva of the whole garden, which works with the deva of all of nature. You know what I mean? So we're connecting to that. And the intention is, and I can feel that really in your hearts there. So the intention is to be one with that. Allow yourself to be in that divine flow, unity, connected to spirit and matter. and allow that to move you into your highest path, where you are the most fulfilled, the most joyful, the most in flow, the most in service. And when you're in that kind of divine service, it's always a service that enriches you and you enjoy. It's always in line with your desires, because your desires are part of that unity. They fit into that unity. Okay, so I'm feeling the breath coming through. I'm feeling that breath of life, we call it in craniosacral therapy. I'm feeling that breath of life move through you, animate you. So just get comfortable. Open your hearts. Let your eyes wander over the image. I can feel it especially moving to the places that might be sore or tender. For me, I'm feeling that in my lower back. So this breath of life moves through your brain and your spinal cord, and from there it animates everything else through the cerebrospinal fluid into the bloodstream and all the fluids. And so I'm really feeling it, especially in your back. Feeling it clearing out through the frontal lobe, the brain, the pineal, the pituitary, the third eye. So the energies of the ocean, that powerful force of the ocean, is coming up and energizing us right now. It's very cleansing. It's clearing out of the throat. An activation of the throat chakra and the mouth and the tongue. Clearing of the lower back. Grounding through the base chakra. Akatika satakapota koboko toko chupoko sotoko tapaka toko koko toko koko sotopo toko chokopota sakatapoko koko asakatakapotaka toko poskopotoko potoko koko toko koko koko toko koko toko chupoko sotopoko topoko asakatapataka kotoko koko koko toko koko koko sotopoko koko sopotoko potoko 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 chupoko topotoko potoko 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 Asataka kataka katatoboko chiboko sotoboko takatiti titi takatokoboko sobotokoboko. Asakata sakatoko potoko sotoboko toko koto. Yakataka katoko. Yakataka kasatoko toko takatoko soko toko. Yakataka potoko. Achapata sakapotoko kotakataka kakataka sakataka kaka. It's a really deep throat activating. Akatata sakapotoko toko koko sotoko toko takatoko choko. Asakatakata sakatakopoto. Ikakakataka satakatoko koko toko koko. Akakakaka toko sotoko koko. I'm feeling all the hips and the lower body all reorganize into alignment around the lower back. Crown is open. Shoulders are aligning to the hips. Feet are firmly on the ground. Head straight. Just the bones of the skull are just reorganizing into place. We've just had a deep alignment to the universal flow. You've become one with the symphony of life. You always were, but you've had a clearing of any traumas that were holding you separate to that. Okay, so please do rest. Allow yourself to receive those energies. Listen as many times as you need to. Drink a lot of water. Anything that comes up is just coming out, so don't push it back down. Allow it to come out. Allow it to move through with love. And if you are a twin of any kind, a twin flame or a single twin or a twin in the physical, this aligns you to the universal flow, which aligns you to each other if you're both in perfect universal flow. Blessings, everybody. Hi everybody, this is a light language transmission from the Ascension deck series. This is card 3. It's called Alignment. The peacock represents alignment and symmetry of the physical, energetic and spiritual multidimensional bodies. It brings you into the present as a whole being, from where you can conduct yourself with integrity and bring through your unique gifts. The feather display of the peacock signifies the luminance that emerges from expansion of inner beauty and expression of the soul essence. When we extend our divine connection energetically upward into the infinite oneness and ground deeply into the earth, we can expand our soul essence outwards through all our energetic bodies, and this becomes visible on some level to others. You're reminded to align to your higher guidance and to connect to the divine and the earth equally. From this place, all that we attract to us is in alignment to our being. That which drops away are the situations or people that are no longer in alignment with us. Holding on to them holds us out of alignment with our true self and our true life purpose and potential. Whatever you intend is what you align to. The longer you hold that alignment, the longer you attract those that are in alignment with your intention. You're guided to hold the intention to be in alignment with your life's purpose and your true self on all levels of your being, so that your intuition leads you to people and activities that are aligned to your true self. So just going to bring some light language through to help activate that in you. Anakataka sataka chopoko toko chita kapata satapa taka toko 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 choko sotoko taka 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 toko koko to choko sotoko taka 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 toko koko toko toko tita kaka taka kasa taka potoko choko sotoko tita kaka taka boko asakataka kasa taka kaka toko koko toko choko taka 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 toko koko. I'm really feeling the soul star above your head. And then all the multi-dimensional chakras that are beyond that and right through your energy field. I'm feeling your internal GPS. It's like the feathers above the head of the peacock are almost like a satellite dish. I'm seeing them kind of like a satellite dish, picking up signals, and the eyes and beak honing where those signals are coming from, where those opportunities are coming from that are aligned to you, being aware of them and turning your head in that direction and taking action in that direction, inspired action. I'm feeling your solar plexus shifting and your hands opening and golden light coming through your hands. Like facilitating receiving and giving, facilitating action and creation through your hands, creating the world through your hands, through your interactions with the world, through your interactions with others, through your hands. Crown is really big. Okay, I'm being shown this now. Beauty lives in those whose thoughts and acts of kindness can't help but bring joy to others. So when you are in alignment with your true place in the universe that brings you joy, it fits in with the divine plan. So it fits in with everybody else when they're in their alignment and joy, and that your thoughts and actions bring joy to others and help them be in their joy, just as theirs does help you be in your joy. So being in alignment to yourself and all your multidimensional bodies and your wholeness and your place in the universe is being in joy, and it is bringing joy to the planet. It's raising the joy vibration in the planet. Okay, that's it. That is an activation, so do make sure that you take plenty of time to rest and receive those energies, and drink a lot of water. Anything that comes up, allow it to move out through your emotions and out through your physical body. Don't suppress it. Blessings, everybody. Hi everybody, this is a daily 5-minute light language for the Ascension deck, and this is card number 4, Creation. I'm intuitively picking which order to do these in, as I feel like a sequence, like we're following through a process of activation. And before I picked this one today, it's Easter today, and I needed another one. And that was where we letting go of everything that's come to completion before the rebirth, and we get a change of perspective and an inflow of divine connection and support. I will link that below, they're connected. And so this one is creation. It's about the divine inspiration. It can be in the form of a project, in the form of a change in your life, in the form of an incoming soul that you're going to birth. It's basically anything created through divine inspiration into physical manifestation, into physical form. So we've had Mastery as the first card, followed by Symphony. That is how we are part of a symphony of life, connected to every other thing in the universe, all working together in a divine symphony and embodying that. Then we had alignment, how which is becoming more individual, how we are aligning to all of our multidimensional bodies, or bringing them into divine blueprint in order to be in line with our soul mission and what that is for us in the here and now on this earth, in this plane of existence, in the now time. And now that brings us to creation, what we're bringing into manifestation through these lives that we're having, through these vessels that we're living, through bringing our soul here in this planet. So the card itself says, creation represents spirit journeying from the divine realms into physical form, such as the conception of a baby or a divinely inspired idea. The angelic spirit shown in the cloud travels down the golden divine ray into the nautilus shell, which represents the incoming soul moving into a physical body. The sacred geometry of the nautilus shell represents the golden spiral associated with the spiritual and energetic perfection and the ascension grid of the new higher dimensional reality. Creation represents the new spiritually evolved souls coming into the new consciousness grid with special gifts and the raising of consciousness for the whole planet. This painting will help you release the lower vibrations and transition you to the new consciousness grid. If you're planning a child, the painting will help you align your mind, body and spirit with that of the child and ease the transition of the soul moving into the physical frequencies. It's also basically for any creative endeavour, anything that you are creating. The guidance for this card or painting is that you may be going through some major changes in your life, where the old is dropping away and you feel quite differently about life and your direction in general. You may be disconnecting from the third dimensional grid and shifting to higher vibration, plugging into the new consciousness grid. You're likely to have highly evolved souls guiding you through this process and moving you towards conception of your crystal or golden children. You're likely to have a stronger knowing of where you desire to go in any moment, as you are guided to meet your partner or the healer meditation class you need to facilitate this process. You'll find yourself divinely inspired to start or complete projects that help with the transition into the new consciousness grid for all beings on this planet. Your guidance is to trust these feelings, knowings and changes as you are part of a magical transition. As you release the old, you will be detoxing physically and emotionally. Allow this discomfort to move through you as you are filled with light. Okay, so Inaka toko chukubata kasa takapataka toko toko choso kotoko tiko toko 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 chuposa taka tapataka toko 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 sapatoko toko 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 it's a taka kasa taka toko toko chupataka toko 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 tika taka toko chuposa toko taka taka tapataka toko 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 asakati tika toko 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 taka pataka toko toko taka pataka toko 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 Ikataka kasa taka taka toko 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 so taka pataka toko 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 toko. I'm seeing the very center of the nautilus shell where the spiral is infinitely small. So it's really where it's come down through the nautilus shell to its final place where it becomes physical. I'm aware I'm bringing some codes in from the book Behaving as If the God in All Life Mattered, A New Age Ecology by Michael Small-Wright. She connects to the angelic levels, the devic levels. She basically communicates with, the nature spirits, which we would call fairies and things. She connects with them and co-creates magical gardens that just would not be possible just working from a 3D perspective. And there is quite a lot of detail in there about the different levels of the manifestation process, where something comes from thought or concept into actually physical form, and everything that goes into that co-creation. I won't explain it too much, I'll just bring the codes through. It's a really big heart activation. Wow, I really feel those codes downloaded into the cells of the physical body, where they inform the body, all systems of the body, right down to the physical level. Akato, ataka, ato, o. Feels like a really fresh new start from a high vibration. So hope you can receive all those well. I would suggest listening to that a few times. It was quite a bridging there of the divine into the physical, so there's probably quite a lot to push out, which means that listening to it multiple times is really helpful, and to be aware that you will be purging out anything that's in the way, which might be stuck emotions or even physical aches and pains and things. So do allow yourself time to rest and drink water to help all of that move through. Blessings, everybody. Hi, everybody. This is a light language transmission in the Ascension card series. This is card number 5. I'm also aware that 5 represents change and movement forward. Shift in perspective, change of direction, adventure. So this card is a horse. It's called Serenity. As you can see, it is moving forward. It's in motion, and it's moving through an environment that it is one with, or as it moves through it, it harmonizes with it. It becomes one with it. This card is called Serenity. It could also be called Harmony. The footsteps in the snow, which you can see the little white dots, are where the horse has walked through the snow. But you can also see there's a imprint, a purple imprint, that look similar to the footsteps on the back end of the horse, on its bum, essentially. This is the same colour as the mountains in the background and the reflection on the snow. So the horse also has the reflections of the environment, those colours reflected on it with the purples and the icy blues, and the snow, it's snow white. So basically this painting was done in order to harmonise anything that isn't cohesive with the being or the physical body. So that's like any emotional disharmonies coming towards you or between you and your environment, any energetic ones like intentions or EMFs or radiation, anything like that, but also physical, so things that you physically put into your body or physical things coming from outside of you, and harmonizing them all into a cohesiveness, a coherence, a harmony, which is beneficial to both the environment and the being. And it's a movement towards oneness and unity. So I want to read you the meaning of the card now. Serenity represents harmony in your environment. The white horse in the snow wears the colours of her surroundings. The markings on her back are reflected in the footprints in the snow. The past is behind her, but has left footprints which are affecting how she's feeling and relating to the world. By bringing her inner peace and serenity into her heart and projecting it outwards into her environment, it not only helps her to feel peaceful, but also affects the frequency around her, healing all she touches. The frequencies merge and harmonize, and all is well. She is safe. If you picked this card for your guidance, you may be feeling a sense of disharmony somewhere in your life. There's a clash in frequencies between your own energy field and that of an environment or situation you're in. Whether this has stemmed from a current or past trauma or hurt, or the reason is more deeply buried, it's time for you now to be aware of it and to take steps to heal this situation. In truth, there is no need for you to be uncomfortable anymore. It served its purpose once you've realised that it is either time to move on or time to make changes so that you can remain where you are. There is disharmony in your energy field because you have outgrown the circumstances, learnt from it, or the quiet whispers have not been heard, and your inner messages about the situation are becoming louder so that you pay attention. Take note of when and how you feel uncomfortable, whether it be emotionally or physically, to find clues as to what the message is and therefore what changes need to be made to heal it. Having this card in your environment or as part of your healing session will help you to assimilate change, such as moving countries or changing jobs or house, or to tolerate foods and chemicals that you are sensitive to. It helps you to harmonise with your new energies around you, or to be able to take new or disharmonious foods into your body. Put this card or print up in the environment that is difficult for you, such as your workplace, or put it in the fridge to harmonise your food to your own vibration. Use it to help babies transition from milk to solid food or breast milk to formula. It also not just helps you transmute energies in food and your environment, which is like also healing that food or environment in terms of its journey that it's been through that is disharmonious energetically with you. But it can also help you to perceive clearly whether that's something your body wants to take in even once it's healed. So healing that will also, it's like a relationship with the food, so it will also heal whatever traumas you have related to that food. So for example, say you perished in a past life due to a lack of nourishment, and you ate a piece of bread that was rotten, and now in this life the energy of bread or any of the ingredients individually that are in bread that are in other foods now cause you to get stomach cramps, feel very tired, and reactivate the trauma. The emotions might come up of how you were feeling when you were starving, and then ate the bad food. So this is just an example. Now, working with this and transmuting it not only transmutes whatever journey that food has been through to get to you, in the milling process and etc., but also works with your past life trauma and clears it. So it brings you into harmony with the energies of those foods. And this is relevant not just to foods, but to anything in your environment or that you're putting into your body. But then it may be that your body, as part of the ascension process or just part of honouring who you are individually, doesn't want to digest that food. It's not right. As part of the ascension process, our bodies are changing and different foods are more or less relevant to it. So as you clear all these traumas in both your physical body, your ancestral body, you can be bringing forward things from your ancestry that's in your DNA, or your past life soul experiences. You, as you do all of that, you are becoming more closer to who you are as a spirit, as your true self. And as you do that, you become more aware of what is resonant to your soul essence, to your spiritual being. And as your body aligns to that and has that understanding, it may want to eat different foods or be in different environments, more harmonious environments. So yes, one part of it is transmuting anything you have trauma with, but another part is becoming clearer on what is harmonious for you, which enables you to move into those kind of environments in a positive way, after having cleared anything that needs to be cleared before you do that. I hope that makes sense. I'm seeing selenite as well as something that can assist you in this. Akatoko chosokopataka katoko ko sotoko tobitaka ko toko chosokotopo sotoko ko asakataka pacha sakatoko ko asachasa pataka katoko choko sotopo toko choko sotoko pataka kataka ko asachasa pataka ko akachasa pataka ko toko chopo sotaka pataka ko akatoko chosokopataka ko asachaka pachaka sataka ko asachasa kapataka ko akachasa pataka ko toko chopo sokatapo to achasa sakatoko ko topo ko asachasa kapataka ko asachasa kapataka ko asachaka katoko sokotopoko ko akachasa pataka ko akataka kachoko sotoko ko kotopotoko toko toko akatoko ko sokopotoko potoko chopoko sotoko ko. I'm really feeling that Hara line come in, that soul purpose, that knowing who you are. I'm feeling that grounding coming down through your base chakra now into the earth, solidly claiming wherever you are supposed to be, you have a right to be there, and you're not going to be pushed out of your environment. You're going to clear this, and you're going to be in alignment to what's true for you. Okay, that's it, everybody. That is a healing. There is very likely to be a detox from that. So it could be a physical detox. You might have sensations or pains or, physical symptoms come up, or it could be emotional. It could be some past life or ancestral purging, even some early childhood trauma. I'm getting some of you might have some early childhood trauma from milk, or changing milk, or moving from milk to food. And yes, drink a lot of water to help that move through. Listen as many times as you need to. It will go a layer deeper each time. Blessings, everyone. Hi everybody, this is a light language transmission in the Ascension series deck. I'm doing these every day. We're going through all the cards and bringing through the activations from all of the paintings. Each of the paintings contain codes, so make sure you allow your eyes to run over the images to receive the codes just wherever they wander. whilst listening to the information, which contains codes through my voice and then the sounds. This is number 6. It is called Grace. Grace represents spirit landing very solidly and strongly onto the earth in this dense physical reality with strength and purpose. The horses are etheric of spirit, but becoming solid as they touch the earth, still radiating their spiritual splendor and light, just as a newborn baby does as it transitions into its new body, still carrying its light. The horse on the left is the feminine aspect of being and has very subtle wings shaped from the mane. It floats more than gallops. The central horse has clear direction and looks you square in the eye with love, determination and power. The right masculine aspect looks straight ahead, not swayed by distractions, led by clear higher guidance of the central figure. Together they represent power, clarity, purity and strength, led by higher guidance. Rest assured that you are directed by your own higher self. Your rational mind and your heart may be conflicting about the issue in question, or it may be a matter of whether to nurture yourself or be responsible, take action, or practice the art of being. There's a clear answer here that is available to you, and it will satisfy both your masculine and feminine aspects. Do whatever activity it is that grounds and connects you to your higher knowing, be that meditation, walking in nature, basking in the ocean. Ask the question and listen to the answer. Be received via a knowing, a feeling, a sensation, or a message external to your being, such as a song on the radio. If you want to use this painting or card in your environment, or as part of a healing session, it will balance your masculine and feminine aspects, give you clear direction, guided by a higher purpose, and ground your higher self into the present. It brings self-empowerment, clear guidance, an infusion of spirit and higher perspective. It gives you a strength of will and brings through purity of intention, clearing away obstacles and toxins with its light. So you can just open your heart, get into a receiving state. Make sure you're grounded, heart's expanded. Going to bring the light language through now. I'm first being shown the bubbles. If you bring your eyes to the bubbles, the bubbles are kind of orbs as well. As representing potentiality. So now to the flowers, the pink unconditional love, with the orange creative energies. Now we're looking at their feet landing on the earth and making contact with physical reality. Bringing in the purple from the clouds, which is vision, in connection with the higher knowing, and direction. Seeing the manes and the tails now, blowing in the wind, being moved by the motion as they gallop forward with strength, representing the flow that's inherent in that movement, and the laws of the physical world. Focusing on the feminine horse now, the left side. And now the masculine. Now we're on the central horse, leading the way, the leader, the balanced leader. Ako toko bitaka bitaka baka. Ako toko bitaka taka toko ko. Ikititi kitika toko koko toko koko. Akataka kaka toko. Ato o anako toko toko. Ichapakasata katopoko. Ichasakapataka katoko. Ichapasata kapatoko koko toko koko toko chopoko toko poko. And the nose, the senses. Akatoko chopasita kaboko. Inako ataka a. And the nose, not only the senses, but if a rider is riding a horse, that's where the reins go, is like the nose and the mouth to direct the head, so that there's something in that. And now the eyes looking directly at the viewer, looking directly at us, akotokoko, and directly forward at the direction. Akatokoko, noko, ata, o. Okay, everybody. That is a healing, so do make sure you rest. Take the time to allow those energies to move through. It's really an embodiment of higher self, so it's going to push out anything that's blocking you from being in that embodiment. It could be emotional or physical, so allow it to move through. Drink lots of water to help the process, and take care. Blessings. Hi everybody, this is a light language transmission in the Ascension series deck. We're up to card number 7, which is presence. This painting is the first painting I ever did. I was already a spiritual healer. I was already channeling energy and frequency, getting messages from the guides all the time, and had really learned how to follow my guidance and my intuition in my own life as well, to really feel the potency of something that was right, and the density really of something that was not aligned, that didn't flow, that wasn't meant for me. And I was walking through a shopping centre, and I could not walk past these bright pastels at the front of an art shop. I could not. I absolutely had to purchase them. This was completely out of the blue. I mean, I think I first had an urge to start drawing when I was 17, but that was a long time ago, and I did that little bit and then stopped it. So this was really quite out of the blue. And I bought these pastels, and the woman serving me said she was an art teacher and she was going to be doing a pastel workshop that weekend. And I said, yes, I'm coming. And this tiger is what was drawn. And to me, this represents that turning point in my life of starting something new. But the amazing thing was the incredible state of presence I was taken into in that art class, where all this state of presence, which forms the basis of your guidance and your knowing and your internal GPS, this state of embodiment really. So this one has intuitively come up today because the theme seems to be embodiment, and there's another light worker on the other side of the world who I have been working with recently. Francie, you know who you are. I'll link her below, and she's working with presence and embodiment at the moment as well. So this is the one that wants to come through today. It's really being embodied, and when you're embodied, when your soul is embodied and your gifts are embodied, how you conduct your life from that place, with full knowledge and knowing, and start new things on that path. So that bringing the light codes into the art, that was the beginning of that for me. So he's almost like the arrival of your gifts and your new way of being. So Presence represents beingness. He's fully present in each activity he does, observing and listening to all around him with full awareness whilst he undertakes his activities and moves through the world. His vision is not just 360 degrees, but also above and below, connected to nature and the divine consciousness. It is effortless as he is connected to all around him and is unmoved by external happenings. He chooses when and where to be and what to do, and does it with his entire being. The guidance is, you are reminded to be fully present in all you do. If you are distracted by phones ringing or responsibilities calling, then be with those. Allow your spirit to show you what the priorities are for your full attention. They're unlikely to be what you logically think they are, but if you follow this guidance, all will fall into place around you. It's important not to multitask, but to be fully involved in all activities you do and to commit to them. Be present in every conversation or every meeting you have arranged. If you cannot be present, it's because you need to be present elsewhere. Discern what it is your spirit calls you to do in this moment and every moment, and be present only in that, whilst expanding your peripheral awareness to all that is in your environment and even further outwards to oneness, where you are connected to all beings, humans, animals, crystals, nature, angels, star beings, the universe. So if you want to use the energies of the painting or the card in your environment or as part of your healing session, it will help you to be present in all you do and to hear your soul's priorities rather than the activities or responsibilities that appear to be important. It will help you feel your connection to nature, the animal kingdom, the universe, the divine oneness. When you allow your spirit to guide you, you will find that all you need to do will somehow fall into place around you. Listen. Okay. So here is the light language. I'm seeing it coming down through that blue background, almost like a spiral coming in to outline his body and the curve of his tail. And I feel like I need to tell you, even though that looks like a pale blue background, what it actually is purple paper with a pale green pastel over the top. So it's purple, which is third eye, and green, which is heart. And I feel so I'm feeling a lot of clearing through the heart and the eyes actually. Really be clear out of the third eye. Really be clearing of the heart, the throat, and the soul seat, thymus area. The tailbone, releasing through the sacrum and the tailbone. These are the chakras above the head now into the spirit spiritual dimensions. Okay, so there's an expansion now. It's the embodiment of that sits in the body. Spirit sits in the body. There's a horizontal expansion now. The heart is expanding multidimensionally, and I can really feel the power of that tail holding him in balance and responding to what he sees through his eyes. I feel the power of the tiger to be so astute and so responsive, to see everything so quickly, respond so quickly to it like a tiger. Take everything in and responding from presence. That powerful tail. And so much love. I feel so much love. He's offering himself as a animal spirit guide. Protection. So presence is its own protection. It's like you don't need protection. Your boundaries are clear when you're that present and you one with everything and responding so astutely to everything. Yeah. Okay, so that's it. So allow anything that's pushed out just to move out. Drink lots of water, rest, listen to your body, listen to yourself, and take care, everybody. Hi everybody, this is a light language transmission in the Ascension deck series. Today we're doing card number 8. It's called Sanctity. I sometimes call it Purity. Sanctity represents the pure, unblemishable core within us. She's empowered and shines her light wherever she is. So pure and crystalline, she reflects the colours of her environment outwardly, brightening and enlightening all around her. As she emanates her radiant glow, all toxins, negativity and blockages are cleared away. She's arrived from the stars like an inception of divine grace and heralds the new, evolved conscious reality. If you pick this card for your guidance, you're ready for the next step of your conscious evolution. You've made it through the many challenges that you have had to overcome on your spiritual path and have moved into the next phase. You're ready to reveal yourself in your light and truth. The work you've done on yourself is now touching the lives of others in positive ways as well. Allow your light to shine and to dissolve all blockages to success and well-being. Be they physical illness, interference from others, or traumatic self-sabotaging patterns. It's safe to shine as nobody can stop you anymore. You're untouchable. Get in touch with the part of you that knows this to be truth. Access your inner sanctity. Having the card in your environment or as part of your healing session will help you to access the part of yourself that's empowered, pure, radiant, cannot be stopped or interfered with. It will move you along your path towards the crystalline reality and release toxins in your environment, energetic and physical bodies. Place it in toxic or uncomfortable environment or on your fridge to clear toxins. I've had a lot of stories immediately from this one. People used it as a screensaver on their computer and found that some aches and pains that they'd had for years that they'd never been able to get rid of just transmuted. I had an experience where I was so this one also has, it's crystalline, so it has very clear vision. and it kind of works as a crystalline portal. So I had it on display in a restaurant as part of an exhibition, and it was working as a portal because of the codes in it, and clearing all the toxins in that restaurant. So all the disputes and things between the staff all came to the surface, and they ended up actually going out of business, and the whole restaurant got taken over by a new company. I was being fed back that information, almost like it was my third eye there in the restaurant, not expecting that at all, but that was what it had. Its energy was that powerful. It was really clear and telepathic. So there have been a lot of stories about this one, just from prints or just from being a screensaver on the computer. And this one has a twin flame. So the twin flame arrival will be actually part of the Ascension series as well, further along the track. So let's do some light language to help you integrate the energies, to connect with and integrate the energies. Inana kata kata koto koto kochi sa tapa toko toko koto koto kochi sa kata kati ti 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 kata kata koto 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 kochi koto koto kata kata koto koto asata taka koto koto tapa toko toko kochi kasa tapa koto kochi kata sa kata koto 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 isi ti 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 kata taka kata koto 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 ti 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 taka kata koto 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 iti ti 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 ta ta ka 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 ta ka 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 ta ka ka ta ka ti 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 ka ta ko 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 ko. So it's in the snow, because the snow is the crystalline form of water, and it's surrounded by crystals. You can see in the bottom corner there's all crystals, and they all kind of blend in. It's so crystalline that it's reflecting all colours through its crystalline colour, very reflective and opalescent. It's reflecting its environment, and its technicolor, its cosmic colours are all contained in it. And this is the energy of the crystal children, the rainbow children, coming in to bring their energies to this earth and being born. As the new star seeds coming through, and there's the golden children being born around now. Telling me that's really connected to the next card we're going to do tomorrow on the new moon, which is the Atlantis portal, which is about the ascension. It's about the higher dimensional realities merging with current reality. So this crystalline horse, which you can also imagine a unicorn's horn for the vision on the front, that's invisible but it's there, is the forerunner for the ascension. It's clearing all the negative energies out of the way, all the density out of the way, paving the way for the higher dimensional realities and all the star beings following behind to embody and raise the vibration of the planet into the new earth. And we have myself and some other lightworkers have been having some amazing dreams or other dimensional experiences of this happening now around the new moon tomorrow, where a portal opens, and these the magic becomes visible just to those who can see. The telepathy, flying, levitation, and all the colours, all the cosmic colours and the technicolor and all the geometry sitting behind these, so that we all understand and receive the codes for the ability to do these. So all the new gifts coming in that carry us into the new reality, that are associated with the new reality coming in to support those gifts, and the geometries behind them coming in and being downloaded for us. Katoko putika kataka katoko akataka kataka koko toko ko itaka poto itaka katoko koko koto ituto toko 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 ikititititi takatataka kataka kako katako ititititi takatako koko 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 ititititi takataka kataka kako ititititi kakata koko toko 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 ititititi kata 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 koko ititititi kata 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 koko 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 koko. Feeling that grounding down through the midline into the earth. Akataka toko 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 atakataka to toko to to. Okay, everybody, just felt the crown really open there. I feel like a little bit dizzy as the energies drop in, coming down the spine, down through the feet chakras, really activated heart. O to toko poto titi ka toko ko titi ka ka ko. Those were just some codes to help you integrate that, not to be scared of it. I'm just feeling it clearing the base of the brain, like a resistance. This is about leaving everything behind you that's no longer relevant, like blazing ahead in your purity and allowing what doesn't match that to drop away behind you. Yeah, okay, and then there's just been a separating now from that which is not relevant, and an expansion. Okay, that's it, everybody. That horse feels really grounded and really present now on the earth. So you can access that at any time. But do allow, you may experience some detox symptoms, emotional detox, physical detox, so drink a lot of water, listen as many times as you need, and rest as much as you need to. Take care. Blessings. Hi everybody, this is a light language transmission in the Ascension Deck series. This is card number 9. It's called the Atlantis Portal. This painting has gone through several stages as the energies of the earth shift upwards as part of the ascension. The land floating in the clouds is actually fifth dimensional Atlantis, and you can see the crystals underneath the ocean emerging into visibility in the physical world that line up to the fifth dimensional crystals in the fifth dimensional form. There's an angel up above actually working with the ascension energies, and the crystals on the beach are the personal crystals that you and your twin flame have left there in the golden era of fifth dimensional reality, of the golden Atlantis. As you, which are now become visible as the earth energies have upgraded to the point where we now can access them, and they represent our gifts and our fifth dimensional selves, really. The crystals in the water there also represent the cities of light, many of them under the ocean. And emerging from the water is really a demonstration of them emerging with the waves of light that are upgrading us and shifting us into crystalline structures. So, meaning of the card. Atlantis portal represents transition into a fifth dimensional reality. The etheric Atlantis in the sky is gradually merging with the 3D Earth, sending its crystals ahead with the mother crystal inside the golden temple, having projected its energy into the place under the ocean that it resides, revealing itself as the tides ebb. The Earth itself has become more crystalline, and Atlantis has therefore also become more tangible to us. Where power crystals were left on the shore by those who were present on Atlantis before the fall, the crystals of the twin flame are now also visible. It's time to collect them, join with our twin flame, and heal past wounds. So the guidance, if you pick this card for your guidance, you're experiencing major shifts in your life. Priorities have changed, likes and dislikes have shifted, and life could be looking quite different to you. Your own gifts may have come to the surface, bringing with them strong desires to follow a certain path that utilize them. You're reminded that you are in the right place on your path and that you are not alone. All life on the planet and Mother Earth herself are going through major shifts. You are reclaiming your power and your unique gifts as you move away from the old way of being. Take note of cycles in your life where your perspective shifts between one way of being and another, the old and the new. This is a natural part of the transition until we can be permanently in the elevated reality. As you become more of who you are, you will merge with your twin flame. So the vibrational properties, if you want to use the image with the codes in it as part of your healing session, or put it somewhere in your environment as a screensaver on your computer or on your fridge or something like that. It will help you transition into fifth dimensional reality and to find and reveal your unique gifts. It will release the blockages that are holding you back from walking your path. It helps harmonize the dimensional frequencies for a smooth transition into the ascended 5D reality and assists with crystalline body transformation. It harmonizes electromagnetic energy and relieves sensitivity. It heals wounds around blocking technology held over from Atlantean times. So we'll do the light language transmission now to help you receive these and energies and codes and to activate this for you. Feeling a lot of energy coming through my hands. Feeling a lot of throat clearing, which is very much where we hold a lot of wounding for those of us that were present during the fall of Atlantis, where the technology and masculine energies became out of balance. So I'm seeing the crystal that's in the shallow water, the one pointing outwards, up towards the sky. It's the only one kind of pointing out that way. The others are more pointing upwards. I'm now seeing the crystals on the beach. I'm seeing the stars in the sky now. These are the star origins of all the different star seeds. I'm seeing them sending energy down to the 3D reality. And I'm feeling a heart opening as those energies come in. I'm seeing a big red love heart. I'm now seeing the peacock, which is the alignment card in this deck, which is about our multidimensional bodies lining up and integrating and reorganizing into the divine blueprint. And that includes like fifth dimensional bodies. I'm seeing love and dream. So I'm feeling some heart activations and upgrades in your sleep, where you will dream the way forward, and you will dream the new reality into existence. It's a real clearing through the throat and the sacral. Oh, it was a big release. Then I felt heart, and then dropping in the higher dimensional bodies, like dropping into embodiment right down through the lower body beyond the heart chakra. And then the feet chakra is opening, and the energy flooding in through the feet chakras into the earth grids. Crown open, frontal lobe of the brain upgraded. Something about technology now, harmonizing technology, keeping technology in balance for the highest good. Not at the expense of humanity. Crystal technology, activating crystal technology, releasing higher codes stored in the crystals, releasing them for your knowledge and information. Higher technology that's aligned with nature, that's aligned with the 5D, it's in integrity. Natural forms of energy, natural forms of storing information. Telepathy, sharing of information telepathically, almost like a telepathic cloud, like the cloud system, but it's not using equipment to tap into it. It's like the collective information being accessible through telepathy and crystal technology. Now being grounded, I'm seeing like hematite. So it's showing me another one of my paintings called Arrival. I haven't done I haven't done a specific transmission on that for this series, but I will do. But I do have a video speaking about it in relation to the arrival of what has been missing, like the yin to the yang, the yin arriving. So all that your heart has dreamed, dropping into reality, becoming manifest, which is what that painting is about. I'm seeing on the card now the golden temple in the 5D reality floating above there, and its aura of golden energy touching everything in the 5th dimension and spreading down also to reflect on the water and the shore in the 3D reality, and also being informed that there are codes in the oceans, there are portals over the ocean, and they're bringing codes to shore, so the energy of the oceans is potent. Anamakato koko titi takato otoso na mo aka. That was a blessing and a thank you. It was like encouragement on the good work you've all been doing, and expressing the potency of it that has got us to where we are now, and appreciation for that. And now a grounding of that appreciation and support from the home dimensions. Okay, everybody, so make sure you receive those codes through the visual and the auditory centers, and to take a lot of time to rest, drink a lot of water, allow anything that comes up, any physical or emotional symptoms, to just move through, and take care. Blessings. So if you'd like to know about the Ascension deck, at the moment there's a special of just £5 for the set. They come in an organza bag. They're quite a nice size. They're kind of tarot card size, and you can use them to put them somewhere prominent so that you're always receiving the energies every time you see them, or put them somewhere like on your fridge where the energy is going into your food. You can put them on a bottle of water so that the energy goes into the water. However, I can provide stickers for that. I can do fridge magnets for the fridge and stickers for the water bottles. But they can be used in any creative way that you think. You can put them in a frame next to your bed. However you want to use the energies, where they're prominent. Every time you see them, they'll be working with you and reminding you of your intention. So yeah, they just come in a little organza bag. There is a instruction card as well on how to use them, whether you pick them for your guidance at different times, or for the energies that are relevant for you today as a support, or whether you use them more consciously as and supporting energy in your environment. So there are the links below if you want to know more information, and how to order them. They're going to be part of a set of a much larger healing ascension deck, healing activation deck, for your own spiritual development, and to use also if you're a healer, to use in your work with clients. You can lay them on the body like you would lay crystals on the body, or in the table if you have one of those tables that you can put crystals inside, or even just to show them, for them to pick at the beginning of the treatment, as to receive codes and to give them information about what you're working with and what the underlying issues are and what the activations that need to come in. So thank you everybody for being present and receiving these energies, and all the best. Take care. Blessings.